All right, in the front row, we are back. A little hiatus. Me and Dev needed some time off, man. It was crazy. We're moving and grooving. But now we are here to bring you the realness. Dev, dude, the finals, all this stuff's going crazy right now. That Boston series, I told you they're going to go 7. I told you. The Dodgers are making a comeback. We got a little boxing action coming up. But Dev, let's get into last night, bro. What's up?
I don't know where to start. Where do I start? Well, let me start with, I think, let's start with LeBron. LeBron played amazing last night, and it just, to me, it's crazy to think, like, LeBron played amazing, scored 51 he scored?
51 points.
8 and 8, 51, 8 and 8, and then his team lost still. Like, that just shows me, like, it's just sad. I mean, it just shows you how good Golden State, the talent level that they're at. Like, this guy played an unbelievable game. You couldn't ask him to do anything more. And look, his team came up short. And it's just, the Warriors are showing what you always see. Like, at any given time, at any given point, they literally can't turn it on.
Hey, and you know what? The crazy part about last night is that Golden State never looked worried. Like, they looked loose. Like, even though I thought they were sloppy, but I thought it's because they weren't really engaged. Like, I felt like they were just too loose. Like, I didn't see the sense of urgency. Like, even at the end of the game, when it got crazy and they ended up, you seeing they're going to pull it off, they're out there dancing. Like, even going into halftime. Like, Steph Curry was doing like a dance with E40. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah. And then it's like, they're a team, like, it's just out of nowhere. Like, they'll be down 7, and the next thing you know, they're up 9. You're like, how did that happen? They'll hit 4 or 5 threes in a row without even blinking. And it's like, it's so easy for them. And I think that's where that confidence that you're talking about comes from. Because I feel like they know at any given time we can turn it on and I can hit 3 threes in a row. I got Steph shimmying down the court and you got E40 out there going dumb, getting hypey in the crowd. Like, that's what you get. Like, and it just sucks. Like, for LeBron, I feel like, because his team, like, I know he probably wish, like, man, I was on a team like this. Like, look at the team I got. I'm dragging these guys here. And these guys are out here loose. They got 4 guys that are superstars. Like, it's crazy. Like, they have 4 guys on their team like that, like, are all-stars that are, like, it's crazy, man. Like, I've never seen anything like it. This might be one of the, if they win this finals, everyone's going to start talking about it. Is this one of the best teams ever assembled? Like, and it might be. I don't know. I mean, their style of play, like, you want to bring in the old teams, I think their style of play would beat those teams. Like,
depends on the era. Depends on the era.
Teams like this. So,
well, I think
like that. And then, wait, can we talk about JR? Can we talk about my boy JR?
Oh, God.
JR, what are you doing? And then he says, I thought we were tied. Like, no, I thought you did it. Because you could read his lips to LeBron. Like, I thought we were up. Like,
yeah, he said, I thought we were ahead.
Yeah, I thought we were ahead is what he said. Like, come on. That was the word. When I saw that was like, and then you saw how mad LeBron was. Like, oh my God. I couldn't help but
well, you know what, though? They're making too much out of that because even if JR goes back up with the shot, there's no guarantee it goes in.
Correct, but you didn't even. But now we never know. You don't even give yourself the opportunity. You didn't even get a shot.
Yeah,
you
but
the ball. We didn't even get a shot off. Like,
but it was tied. It was tied going into overtime. Like, they had a chance to win. LeBron went 0 for 4 in overtime.
But so they had to. That was the point where the Cavs, if they were going to win, you felt like it had to win. They had to win that in regulation. Like,
yeah, definitely.
As soon as it went to overtime, I said it's over. It's done. There's no way the Cavs can't keep going. They were done already. They were gassed. I know LeBron didn't want to go to overtime. Like,
yeah, you know what? LeBron legit looked tired and flat in the overtime. Like, he just looked gassed out.
I think he was deflated. I think when you could see the way he was looking at JR and then like how he just turned his body and started walking to the bench, like, I think right then and there he was just deflated. I think he was defeated in his mind. Like, man, we just blew this shit. And I think that's where it went. And you see, he didn't play that well in overtime. And just like I told you, Curry hit a couple. Thompson hit a couple. Next thing you know, damn, Cavs are already down 9 in overtime, and it's a wrap.
Yeah, and you know what? I thought this series was gonna go 4, maybe 5, and I thought last night would have been that one they steal. But now I think now the Warriors just might close it out. What do you think?
Really, man? All right, from the very beginning, like, everyone out here was saying, I think the Warriors are going to kill them. It's done. No chance. I was one of the people who was saying, like, I think the Cavs have a chance. Like, I really thought they did have a chance. But yesterday, they had to win. I felt like they had to win yesterday. That game, how close it was, that was their game to win. That was their game they needed to take. And by them losing that game, to answer your question,
Yeah, I mean, I always thought if the Cavaliers did win one, it would be Game 3. But like you're saying, the how deflated they looked. But I mean,
Exactly.
but then again, you're going home. You're gonna have the crowd behind you. You can never put it past LeBron. He's capable of having an amazing night like he did last night at any time. So, but I mean, I think too, like the Warriors to me didn't look like the Warriors last night. They didn't look engaged. Durant looked flat. He was 8 of 23, I think. It just didn't look good. And then they always have a lot of turnovers because they pass so much. But I don't know. I just didn't like to me they just didn't look normal. Their defense looked bad. So I'm thinking as soon as they feel like, all right, foot down, let's go. That was a close call. Let's get going now. And I think from then on they'll take care of it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but I just think like how we feel like I just think how deflating that was, and how I looked at their body language at the end, and how JR was after the game, and I'm reading George Hill today talking about I didn't sleep last night. All I was doing was watching myself miss that free throw over and over.
Yeah, that's bad, bro. That's bad.
That's not good. That's in their head already. Like, and then so I just think like, and then I was thinking like, what more can LeBron possibly do? Like we've seen. What he gonna score 70? Like is he score 80? Like I don't see that. That's not. So I don't know what more can he possibly do. The only thing I can see is I guess usually when they go home, those guys start to hit a couple threes. There's always a game or two where they'll hit enough threes where they can win. So maybe they can win one or two. But I think that loss last night was so deflating for them. And I could just see Sunday be like a blowout where Golden State just comes and Golden State actually playing well and Castro comes out in a little lull. And then Golden State jumps on them early. I can see that game being a blowout Sunday at home now, but it's not looking good. I want the Cavs. I wanted to see a competitive series. I was one of the people hoping thought LeBron could pull it off and do something spectacular, but after how they lost that game last night, I don't see it. Then everyone's complaining about the refs. It's just they're just thinking about other things besides I feel like playing championship basketball, and I don't think they're ready to do it.
So after Cavaliers lose the series, is LeBron going to Houston, Philly, or LA?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's weird. It's like, I find myself looking at myself saying, I don't want to see him stay with the Cavs if they lose. Like, if they win, I was like, he's going to stay with the Cavs. But then I was like, if they lose, I don't see him staying with the Cavs. But I don't know. Like, I don't see him staying there. And then Philly, does he really want to go to Philly? Like, are they good enough to win a championship with him and Joel Embiid, and they're going to have to add some more pieces or build the kind of team LeBron needs. So they're not like I don't feel like they're a ready-made team like everyone thinks they are. And in Houston, I feel like I don't think LeBron wants to deal with the backlash of joining another super team and everyone's going for that. That's how I feel. And personally, I don't think him, Harden, and Chris Paul would work together.
No, I don't either.
I don't know how you feel about that.
I don't either.
Those two guys, go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking what you're thinking. That's just that's too many ball-dominant guys on one team. I don't care what you say, how much LeBron passes the ball. LeBron needs that ball in his hand to be LeBron James.
If LeBron goes to Houston, James Harden would have to become a spot-up shooter, and that's not him. He wants to have the ball in his hand for 10 to 12 seconds and pound the rock and do this, do that. I don't see it as a good fit at all for LeBron.
Yeah, you know what? And that leads me to think L.A. I think he's going to be on the phone with Paul George. I think Paul George is already here. I don't know if you heard C.J. McCollum on the Woj podcast last week, what he said.
No, I didn't catch that.
They asked C.J. McCollum, have you been trying to recruit any guys? Have you been going after Paul George? You know he's a free agent now. And CJ,
yeah. Well, I heard that.
And so, yeah, CJ goes, no, I gave up because he stopped responding to my DMs, but I just sent him a message like, hey, you're going to enjoy that LA lifestyle, that LA weather, man. Good luck out there. And then the whole crowd kind of gasped. They're like, what? He's like, what? It's true. That's where he's going. So it's like, you know, then the other day he's at the Laker workout with Julius Randle. I don't know. It just seems, I mean, the only way he stays in OKC is because now he qualifies for the Supermax because he was an All-NBA player this year. That's the only thing I think that's going to keep him back. But, I mean, remember last year at the end of the season, he told his agent, 2018, I'm signing with the Lakers. And
yeah, remember when I told you that when we were doing podcasts? I said, I believe that, and I believe that's 100% true. And I said, I believe everyone was talking about this, that. He was saying nothing. He's going to always say, well, I'm happy where I'm at. I mean, okay, Steve, I'm planning to make it work this year, blah, blah, blah. I felt like from day one, he knew he was going to be a Laker. He was probably like, and I knew he sent the
And I think,
agree.
I think that's why he cleared the cap for Paul George. When he traded Clarkson, he traded Nance. Now he's got that money for Paul George right there.
And then he knew what he was doing. I think that's already done. And I think they're probably not going to happen because they already had a little tampering or whatever allegations before, right? It was with Paul George.
Yeah.
Stuff. So I think it's done, and then they'll be like, all right, we're not going to act like it's right away, but we're going to wait a week or two or a couple days in the free agency. Then I'm going to act like, all right, I'm going to go visit the Lakers, and I'm there. So, but I think at the end of the day, Paul George's sign still deliver going to be a Lake Show lecture.
Damn right. Now, moving on. Dodgers. You wanted to talk about them. Thank God we took a couple weeks off because they were looking bad. But now they're rolling. They're getting right back in it. They're 3 games out.
You're just like these Dodger fans, bro. See how you are? Y'all don't want to talk about it when they're losing, but now they doing good. Now let's talk about the Dodgers. But we can talk about them. I'm always ready. They're doing good. They're doing better. And let's see if they can maintain because the pitching staff is still a little shaky. How you feeling, Chris?
Well, I know a lot of people are saying, like, oh, man, I don't know about Kershaw. He might opt out. He ain't opting out anymore because no one's going to give $30 million a year to a guy who's injury-prone as hell, who constantly is on the DL at 30 years old, and it's only going to get worse from here. There's no way he opts out because he's not going to go anywhere and make $30 million. The Dodgers own $65 million over the next 2 years after this season. So this season plus the next 2, that's $95 million that he makes. He's not getting that anywhere else. He's not leaving the Dodgers.
Kershaw he might not get another big contract. He might be done getting big contracts in 2 years. He might be all the way done playing baseball, to be honest with you.
Especially if he can't stay healthy.
Yep. This sucks. Like, it's been the past 2 years he's been consistent.
Dude,
like,
no, Dev. This is 4 straight seasons.
He was down for a bicep for months, and then he comes back now he's hurt with a back injury. So
yeah.
Like, oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
This is 4 straight years with him on the DL because of his back. 4 straight years. So, I think, yeah.
Back problems don't get better. You don't never get better from back problems. That's always going to be.
Nope. You're dead on that. And I love that Matt Kemp is like Matt Kemp again. Like, he's the National League leader in batting average. He's hitting for power. He's driving in runs. He's the best hitter in baseball right now with runners in scoring position. That Matt Kemp. The one who dropped 50 pounds and looks like a stud again. That Matt Kemp.
And the one that when they traded for him, he was just supposed to be like a little throw-in addition in the trade, and everyone just thought it was a formality. He was going to get cut or he was about to get traded again. And so no way Matt Kemp's going to be on this roster. And I don't think how bad the Dodgers would be if they didn't have Matt Kemp.
Oh my God, they would be terrible. Yeah, he's carried them through their slow start. He was that rock, that anchor. So
he held them up and Justin Tucker got back. Like, he did that well. Like, Matt Kemp is balling. He's back to that guy that all these girls are in love with. All the girls talk about him and stuff again. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
But he was trash for a minute. You didn't hear nothing about him. But now he hit. Now it's Matt Kemp this, Matt Kemp that. Like, I'm good for him. But you already know what my lead just lies. And you know what team I watch, the Giants. And we got Matt Bumgarner coming back on. Madison Bumgarner coming back on Tuesday. So he's going to make his debut. Just think about that fresh arm we're going to have.
No, nobody wants to think about that.
You don't want to mess with that. But I'm just letting you know. I think it's good that all of the teams are doing bad. Like the whole NL West, they're all within like 5 games. So I think the NL West might be the most competitive division coming down the stretch. Like,
yeah, it's wide open. It's wide open.
It's always divisional games towards the end of the year. So the end of the year, this season might come down to all 3. I think all 3, the Rockies, the Diamondbacks, the Dodgers, and the Giants. Any 4 of those could all make the playoffs. So I think they'll be real exciting baseball. The Dodgers got to get healthy. The Giants got to get all the way back healthy. Got a couple players coming back this weekend, but the whole division is up for the grabs, is all I'm saying. So the Dodgers didn't fall too far behind in the beginning where it's a wrap. They're right there. They're right in the money, so Dodgers can still win this division. It's there for the taking.
100%. Now, moving on to our last topic, Triple G Canelo starting to heat up again. Yesterday, Tom Loeffler came out. Tom Loeffler, if you don't know, guys, that is Triple G's promoter, and he came out and said that he's very much in negotiations. He's very much in talks with Canelo Alvarez regarding their September fight. So it looks like it's still a possibility. But what I'm hearing from Triple G's camp is that they don't want to wait around and miss out on a good fight opportunity if it falls through. So if they don't get anything in the next month or so, any traction on that, I think Triple G is going to end up fighting in August against a middleweight, one of the top fighters in middleweight division, Darianchenko, and he'll fight him. And then he said he'll look to fight again in around November, December. So Triple G said he wants to fight 3 times this year, 2 more times. So if he doesn't get that Canelo fight, so I'm pumped. I don't know if you're pumped, Dev, but I am.
Yeah, I'm good for him to keep staying active and just not sit around for a whole year chasing that Canelo fight. If he wants to fight, I'm down for it. If these are guys you know, I defer to you more on boxing, but the guy you just named, I've never ever really heard of him, but you say he's a good fighter, and I trust your word. So we know that, and we know that Triple G is always going to give us an exciting fight. I always love watching his fights, and I just think it's good for him to keep fighting these guys. Fight twice. If Canelo don't want to fight, whatever. And I think it's good because, Chris, honestly, a lot of fighters wouldn't do that. A lot of these fighters would not risk fighting these multiple guys. They would try to just wait to get that big money fight. So
yeah.
I get Triple credit. He's actually fighting these guys, and people like to see his fights, and he's not worried about trying to just chase that big fight. He's like, I'm going to stay sharp. Whoever wants to line up to get knocked out, they can get it. Whoever brave enough to step up, they just step up and get knocked right the hell down. So I love it.
Yeah, and he said that he was bummed out that he only fought twice last year. That he likes fighting 3 and 4 times a year. So
exactly.
and right now,
he's a true fighter. He's a real fighter. He wants to fight. Like, let's go. I don't care where we fight. Let's just fight.
Yeah, and right now the middleweight division is pretty stacked. You got the Charlo brothers, you got BJ Saunders, you got Darianchenko. You got Canelo in there. I mean, there's Danny Jacobs is still around. So that's a really good division. Triple G has a lot of options he can go. So it's going to be exciting. I'm excited for him. I'm hoping. At this point, I don't care if he fights Canelo, because if I get 2 more Triple G fights against 2 top middleweight opponents, that's good for me too. I get 2 Triple Gs instead of 1. So that'll make me happy.
Have you heard the rumors of supposedly Mayweather and McGregor supposedly fighting again, boxing again?
I haven't heard anything like that, but since you're going to say that, I'm going to start looking into that, because if that's true, my God, I mean...
I'm hearing that they're supposedly in negotiations again, that McGregor told the UFC he wasn't going back there, he's probably going to go back to boxing, so I was just like, Mayweather swore up and down he was done fighting, and swore he said that his last fight, he was done fighting. I say it now, we both said it last time, we both ended up watching the first fight. If they fight again, everyone's probably going to watch it again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's how it goes. So, Floyd and McGregor together, I mean, that's like peanut butter and jelly, man. They bring everyone out, and as much as everyone hates them, everyone's going to watch it. So, but, you know what, Dev? I think that's a good stopping point right there for our show today. I thought we covered a lot. And, yeah, man, it was good getting back into it. So, Dev, let everybody know where they can find you.
All the social media platforms, Mr._D_White.
All right, guys, and you can find me on Twitter at C_RodSportsLA. And if you want to get me on Instagram, at Chris.InTheFrontRow, InTheFrontRow.com. Obviously, check that out, everyone. We're always doing stuff, always updating, always covering all these sports, high school, college, everything, man. We got it all for you. So we'll be back. I promise me and Dev will be back again next week. Right, Dev?
Hopefully we have an interesting series we're talking about, or something special happened. Hopefully now we're talking about this Warriors 3-0, Warriors just swept. Hopefully we got some nice stuff to talk about, because I want to see a good series, and I look forward to a good series.
Damn right. All right, guys, we'll talk to you again next week.